just thought I would pop on in for a minute. I'm not going to be on here terribly long. Um, I thought about coming on and doing King of Saga, but we have finished our pumpkin. It came out so adorable. And so it is done and finished. And of course, we had our busy day Tuesday. We have another one tomorrow. And this week, we have one on Saturday too. So that won't be every week. But this week's kind of a little bit a lot, which is fine. It's a blessing and I'm thankful. But I just have had to kind of pull back my reins today if I'm going to be able to be anything tomorrow and anything for Saturday. And then I think by Sunday I'm going to collapse. And then if we do, then we'll have to go back up there on Tuesday. So, hi, Charlie. Welcome on in. So, because of that, I just thought in order to do a new project, I have to go into the computer and I have to, get the project ready and so forth. My brain couldn't process it tonight. My mom has to help me, and we have to make a meal for them tomorrow. So I've been just working on soap caddies. I really have to kind of get these a little bit faster than what I'm doing them. And so I did this one today, which came out so cute. I've got to count. I think I've got 53 there. I've got 15 in there. And I've got 12 more, which is 65. And 15. I think I've got like 80, which is good. And this one I did too as well. So these are soap caddies. And they don't take me very long unless I just am kind of being slow, which is kind of where I am today. I have this one. I just haven't finished them. So that's kind of where I am. I thought about it, and I thought I could take my soap caddies up to Christina's. But, I just know I've been a mama myself. I just know this time that I get to sit and, be able to be present with my little precious grandbaby. I know that that's going to be so short. I know before I know it, that one's going to be walking and talking and doing all that. So the time that I can just sit and look at the little face and just hold that individual is going to be so short that I am just loving every moment, whether it's sitting there on the couch or sitting outside, if it's cool enough and rocking. And I just realize it's just so tiny, it's so short that I don't want to miss a moment. I don't want to sit there in 4 or 5 months and, I'm Mickey's Adventures, and you all could put a hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. I don't want to sit there going, I put them in their swing or I put them down and now they're busybodies and I was sitting too busy crocheting the soap caddies, and I'm like, I want to be present during that time. And I said, whether it's sitting there holding that individual for 2 or 3 hours, it's so short. It goes by so quickly. So as much as I'm thinking, yes, exactly. I'm just like, it's not worth it to me. I just can't. I'd have a hard time doing that because I feel like there's going to be a time where, that's just not going to be there. So I don't think I'm as sore as the first round we did. It was not last week, but it was the week before. I'm not as sore, but I'm just still tired. So I just decided, you know what, like my mom said, she kind of had to draw back a little bit and taking it easy and, and so forth. So that's exactly what I'm kind of doing. And I'm not pushing it this week, especially. Kind of taking it easy. I'm glad to be able to do this for a season for my daughter. I just hope that this is a short season for her because I'm just really hoping for that. So anyway, I've just been doing this, and so I don't know. Hopefully by Friday, I will feel good enough to do more King of Saga. Believe me, the seam ripper. I'm eager to do it. I did go over the pattern for the horse and buggy, and I did go over that so that I could get the wheels more centered and more to the size. So I do have to print that out. And I do have pattern I think I did for the most part, which is our church, that I would like to be able to do. Actually, I'd like to give one when I get done to my daughter. And I have, I've got probably about, I've got to get rolling on the pumpkins, but I just thought anything that I do tonight, I can't just go and do, except for one that I have to finish on the screen or off screen till I get it done. I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything. I am going to do a video on, and I don't know if anybody's seen the movie about it, but I'm going to do a video a little bit about Secretarius. Probably sometime next week, hopefully, and I'm not saying that I don't mind going up there more than once. That's why any support that you all can give is just in getting us fully monetized, if anything, is tremendously helpful, because gas is just so expensive. And it costs about $25 a trip up there, just in gas, but it's worth it to help my daughter out. But that's one of the reasons why we put the community post up with a couple things on our wish list for the King of Saga projects. And, that's why one of the reasons we're thankful we're a partner with Amish Country Soap Company. We're affiliated with them, and we're thankful for that. So, any assistance or any help would, of course, be appreciated. And you just being here and being a part of our community and supporting and watching our playlist, watching our things so we can get back to full monetization is tremendous. Now, I'm going to ask my community to come together, because as soon as I can start getting videos up for Christina and putting her things together in compilation videos and so forth. Hi, Austin. Welcome on in. I'm going to ask you to go watch them for her, because I want to get her back up to at least partial. If we can get her, she's got the 500. If we can get her partially monetized, that would be amazing, because at least she can open stuff up. We may not get her full, but we may get her partially. I'm going to see if I can work with Peyton a little bit to understand how to do those MSR videos, which she does tremendously. I'm learning to see how I can do that, so I don't have to do them live stream wise. I've learned how to do it that way, but not the other way. Because I want to do more Renaissance-y kind of things, which I think would be nice. She's going to start putting some patterns for King of Saga on her fourth wall store. She does have a fourth wall store. Alfonso did some King of Saga shirts on the Amazon or on the fourth wall store. Thank you very much. Well, we do a lot of connection here. You're not going to need a crochet hook. I may use a crochet hook or a seam ripper if we're doing our King of Saga, which is tucking fabric into foam board. But if you're here, we are a connection channel. We want people connecting. It's not about the crochet. It's about connecting. And so I've got the two shirts, and we'll be putting them up shortly. Once I look at them, I can't get past it today. I'm just, it's just too much going on. But one thing that I'm going to sit down and do, I'm going to do two videos. One is because I want people looking at those 8,000 watch hours, and kind of going to be relating a little bit to Elvis, and surprisingly enough, a little bit to Dolly Parton, because I think both of them are great examples of going across the grain. They did their own thing, they wore their own style, and they were themselves 100%. There will not be another Elvis. There will not be another Dolly Parton. They were unique. God breaks the mold when he makes you. But I was listening to, I watched this morning because I was just needing just a movie to just tune out with. And one thing I was watching was Secretarius. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to. It is based on a true story. But just to think, what, just to have you all think as far as kind of, you know, just kind of determination sometimes. I think we need those stories to kind of remember. And there's a great lesson within that movie of Secretariats. And so I want to talk about that because I want to talk about look what that horse accomplished because they had an owner that believed in that horse. And it wasn't a horse that anybody really wanted, but look what accomplished by having that horse. So, anyway, just something to think about. I will be doing a video on that. I will be doing a video on the other. Hi, Juan. Welcome on in. And, we will be heading out probably about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So getting us monetized again and watching the stuff to get us, we're at 3,330 watch hours. Getting us back to full monetization will help because, like I said, you support him. I don't know who you mean support wise. We can support each other for sure. Not quite sure what that means, but we need to be here supporting each other, of course. All of us do. And another thing too, I've been starting to go, if I go into a live, and here's the thing, if I'm going into a live and I'm interacting with that live, I am sharing the live out in the community tab. And I don't think we really do enough of that. I'm realizing that I've been really not doing that. We've been doing the channel shoutouts and stuff, but we can do more. You don't know is support. Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I know what you mean. But I'm just thankful for all the support. Believe me, whether it's just you guys being in here and chit-chatting and talking to each other, that means the world to me. Whether you're watching the content so that we can get back to full monetization, letting the ads run. Our members, of course, we're so grateful for each and every one of them and the member supports. All the revenue goes to Mama. All of it goes to her. I'm just the person that needs connection. Well, thank you very much. Welcome on into our community. I don't call people here subscribers. I call them community members. We are a community, 110%. And we want a safe place for people to come in here and just have a place to talk. One, I'll tell you that. But one thing that I'm doing is if I am on a live and I am interacting with the chat, I am taking a moment and say, let's go connect. Let's go support this person. Hi, Alfonso. I got your message last night, guys. I was asleep. There'll be other people. You remember, guys, when we just go live, just so people know, when we just go live and so forth, and we just pop up going live, because I thought about going outside and I thought it's too much. Hi, Paul. Welcome on in. When we go live, YouTube does not always send out the notifications if we just pop on in, and that's what I did. They're not the greatest to send out the notification, but put #blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. And Austin, I'll tell you, if you're the only one chatting, I'm here for you. I'm here for anybody that walks in these doors, because we open our home so that people, and this is our house, so people can come in here and make those connections. But I'm realizing that I am not doing the greatest job of making sure that that when we're in and alive, we're sharing it out. So you guys are probably going to see there's going to be more of that going on the community tab, that if we're in a live, we're going to hit that share button. And it really doesn't take that much time to do that. Hi, MX. Welcome on in. You did? Believe me, I'm not awake yet. I went to sleep at 9 last night, and I slept until 11:30. Josh woke up. Josh came in, my husband, and he went to bed, and then he had some sugar issues that I had to help with, so I went back to sleep at 1:30 and was up at 8:30. But we will be up tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Hi, Effies. Welcome on in. You guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. But I'm going to really challenge people. I don't care if you have a subscriber count of 5. I don't care if you have a subscriber count of 100 or more or 5,000. If you are going into somebody's chat and you want to share that, use your community chat. Use your community chat or use your community tab and share them out. You don't know who's going to come across that one that's going to come in and help support them. One thing that I will tell you. Well, thank you, Austin, for coming in. We're glad you're here. I can tell you one thing that has been pretty constant that I realized during this time when we kind of lost our monetization because they said we left the partner program when we didn't, is they say, a lot of people have said, Blessed to Crochet is so supportive of other people. And that's one thing that means the world to me, because that's what I'd like to be known for. We're here supporting each other. We're getting through this. We're helping each other. That's why we've started putting the playlist up for everybody that, we put the channel shout out at 12 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock, we put the playlist up. Hopefully you guys hop over there and watch it for them. But that's why we're doing it, because we're saying, listen, go watch them, right? Be supportive of them. These are people that either that are commenting on the community tab or in our videos or our lives and coming back and commenting on it. Friends, people that have supported us, members, all of that kind of stuff. And I just don't think we're doing it enough. So we're going to do more. I'm going to set the challenge for everybody to, when you go into a live stream, and yes, I did too as well. When you go into a live stream and you're in somebody's live stream, hit the share button, share it on your community tab. And that could be a huge help to them. And we don't use our community tab as good as enough as good as much as we can. As much as we should. But like Paul will tell you, when I was getting King's Live today, I shared his live out. I shared his live out and said, hey, go over here and connect in here. So it's all about helping each other and supporting each other. One of the things that I realized today is, I don't know how many people are familiar because it's a crochet channel, but Bagaday, if you're familiar with Bagaday, she has over 1 million community members or subscribers. And exactly. And one thing she talked about today, she said, she says, I don't know if I'll ever get back to YouTube in the way that I was. She's not able to crochet anymore because she's had some hand issues. But she said, I think YouTube is doing more of people just wanting to come in and chat and talk and have community. That's why we do the King of Saga projects. That's why we do them, because it really lends itself to people coming in and chit-chatting and talking. How was your day? What's going on? Letting people know where your channel is, going to checking it out, coming back, and so forth. My challenge to everybody, no matter how big or small, whether you have a channel or not, is you have the ability to hit the share button and share this live stream on your community tab and say, let's connect. Now, here's another important thing. You won't see me just let's connect and share it. I will tag the channel. Like, let's connect to Elevated. I did his today. Let's connect to King, whatever it is, right? Let's connect to Blessed to Crochet. And I will put the tagline, as we say, keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. Yes, they are. Another thing to be aware of is, I really do believe that I'm thrilled when a video or a live gets views. Are we all? When it does, right? That says something. We as people from the 24th on that are looking at all the analytics and back in the YouTube studio really have to pay attention to two things. What our view count is over here to what our engaged views are. Because if the view count says, oh, well, you know what? Hi, Red Bull. Let's just say the views say you got 300 views. That's great. But if I only have, or we have 150 engaged views, it's not an accurate view count. So we want to have the view count match the engaged views. And I think we have to be very, very careful, right, to make sure that we are viewing that so that we don't have in our head, oh, well, that did really well. Yeah, it may look at it from the front side, but from the back, it may be a very different story. So we have to make sure that we're looking at that. Yes. So we just have to be very careful about that, and just making sure that we're looking at it correctly and looking at it from the perspective of, what is the views, because the minute somebody sees it, it's going to count as a view. What your interacting view is going to look like. So just something to think about. Okay. Just something to think about, and just something to pay attention to. But, I just think that we are all here to help each other. Life is hard, y'all. I thought about that today. I thought I'm in a season. I love the season I'm in. I love being a yaya, right? I love it. And for those who don't know what yaya is, it's grandmother in the Greek language. I love this season. But it's sometimes it's a little hard. you know. I just sit there and I'm thinking this is not an easy and in a lot of ways it's a lot of blessings, but it's also not totally easy, especially for somebody that deals with chronic pain. I had a good friend of mine remind me, you got to take care of yourself, because you can't take care of anybody else if you don't take care of yourself. So I know this week I've got Tuesday, I've got Thursday, and I've got Saturday. So I know I have to kind of, reel in a little bit. So I make sure that I'm not pushing too much, because that's what I tend to do. Exactly. I can't, I have to make sure that, I'm taking care of myself, and sometimes we don't take care of ourselves. We want a goal and we push towards a goal, or we're helping other people, we're helping people that we love, but we're forgetting. I have fibromyalgia, and so I have a chronic pain issue, and it makes it difficult. No, I don't have RSD. I have fibromyalgia and chronic pain. And so it's raining. It's not raining here. It can be difficult, and that's why I'm saying, as much as I love it, it's like yesterday was a lot, and I'm doing things that I haven't done since my daughter was little, and I'm having to, I'm having to take it easy today, because I know that I've got to be ready tomorrow, and then I'm going to be sore tomorrow, but then I have to take it easy on Friday. So, it's worth it, but it can be tiring. And those that don't have chronic pain don't understand it. That's why That's why I'm just taking it very easy today. I've rested. I kind of feel guilty a little bit because I'm like, well, I should have gotten up and cut out a thing for the King of Saga. And I'm like, no, I need to go to bed early tonight so that I don't, you know, not get enough rest. Absolutely. I could be raring to go tomorrow and I could not. My days vary on how I feel. How I feel is it just varies from day to day. And y'all, listen, I want people coming in here, and I don't care whether there's one person chatting. I don't care if there's 10 people chatting. I would like more people chatting. We'll get there. We're going to make it happen, y'all. But I'm just thankful for the one. I'm here for just the one. If that's all that's chatting, I am very, very grateful and thankful for the friends and the people that I have met. And I don't look at numbers, y'all. I don't pay attention to how many people are in here. I don't pay attention to how many people are in the chat. To me, they're my part of my community. To me, they're my friends. It doesn't matter. I don't look at numbers. I look at people that come in and I want to say hi and I want to be here for them. That's why I thought about I thought about just going outside and I thought I'm not going to do it today. It's not happening today. So we will come on tomorrow morning. We will come on tomorrow morning on the way there. Early morning connection. We will hit it on the way back tomorrow night. Hopefully on Friday, if I'm up to it, I will come on and we'll start working on either we're either going to work on the horse and buggy King of Saga project, or we're going to work on the church, our church. I really want to do that one. I want to do our church as the King of Saga, and I want to do 2 of them. So one of those are going to happen. I have to do more of cutting out for the pumpkin. And one other thing, for those that people don't know what I'm talking about, I should have brought it in here. We did the pumpkin. I'm going to upload when I do the pumpkin. I'm going to do the pumpkin in 2 different pumpkins, 2 different patterns in one. One is going to be a more easier pattern. One's going to be a more beginner friendly one. One's going to be more advanced, because there's parts of where the leaves come on the pattern with the pumpkin that I think may be a little difficult for people that are just starting the King of Saga. So I'm going to put extra cuts in the beginner friendly one versus the other one. Yes. And if y'all don't, you can go look at the pumpkin. So I've got that one to do. And so I'll figure one to do. I just don't know whether it's going to be, I don't know yet. Thank you. Another thing another one I want to do is Christina did the pickle. I want to do the pickle and see how that turns out. I also want to do a paw print for someone. So, oh, and another one that I know it's a little early. I know it is, but I have to think of early because of if like the pumpkin will be ready for fall, the turkey would be ready. But I have one because there's a lady I watch. Her name is Haley Ray, and she's just this little lady, and she gets on. She calls her crew the turkeys, and she'll get up in the morning and say, "Good morning, turkey." She makes me smile every time if I'm down in the if I'm feeling low or something, and I want to do a turkey for her with a coffee cup. So I may do that one actually because I'd like to be able to, I have some soap caddies I want to send her, and I want to include this King of Saga project in it. And so I may do that one, and then that turkey would at least be ready so that people are, no, we've done plenty, believe me, plenty. If you go back, we have a lot of content on this channel. But I'm thinking I may end up doing the turkey a little early because, again, I want to get that off to the mail sometime this next month with the soap caddies onto her. So I may be doing that a little early. And there's somebody else I may want to do, like well, we did the American flag, but I was thinking I wanted to do like the American flag and an eagle or something like that. So we'll see. So I'm going to get off here. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to work on some more soap caddies. Mama's going to help me make a spaghetti dinner because when my daughter comes home, she's tired, and this way she doesn't have to worry about dinner. So I'm going to make some spaghetti dinner. Yes. Yes, I will see you in King's chat. I don't know if I'll be in there tomorrow because I'm not on my phone too much when I'm busy taking care of somebody. But anyway, we'll come live tomorrow morning on the way to my daughter's house, and we'll do the connection run. And then if I'm up to it, we'll maybe do the turkey a little early, only because I want to get in the mail sometime next month. But it's a cute little turkey. They're holding a cup. And we'll put a little bow on it because it'll be a cute little turkey when I get done with it. And that way, if I do the turkey, at least it would be ready for the holiday season. And that way people can download the pattern too as well. So, and if you guys have any ideas for patterns or something you would like to see, let me know. You know what I mean? Because then I can see about doing them. But we're going to be doing the horse and buggy really, really soon, y'all. So love y'all. Remember what I say. Be proud of being you because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. I know this stream was a little all over the map, but you know what? Sometimes this girl's but this girl's brain, I said to somebody yesterday, I said, I have grandma brain. And sometimes it's real, y'all. It is absolutely real. So anyway, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your support. I tremendously appreciate it. Welcome on in, Nick. You all could put hashtag blessed in the chat real quick. Before we head out, we will be on tomorrow, probably about 7 o'clock. Y'all can catch us as we head up. Great opportunity to come in. Great opportunity to connect. Remember, every time that we go live, no matter what we are doing, gives you the opportunity to connect and be able to put hashtag blessed in the chat and go visit each other's channels and make those connections. They're really, really important. All right. Love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your support. We're not far, 670 watch hours away from full monetization. We got this. This is my Christmas present as far as I'm concerned when we get there. And it all goes to Mama, right? She's a good lady, and I love her dearly, and I'm thankful for her. Love each and every one. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for a day of just allowing me to kind of rest, make sure that I can do what I need to do over the next couple of days. All right? Love y'all. Bye-bye, everybody.